Welcome, Bon Arrivé. We are heading towards Assoyam Beach Resort from Abidjan to Grand Bassam, which is almost 30 minutes drive from Abidjan. On the way, I'll be discussing few things about the country. This will be a road view along the way, and destination video will be different. This particular person has been caught for defaulting traffic, and trust me, it is a very rare view. People are very patient on the road. They hardly default traffic. And for instance, if a vehicle hits another vehicle, you won't find any arguments over there. They'll wait for the cop to arrive to resolve the matter. That's it. We are almost leaving the city. From here, towards the right is the seaport, towards the left is the airport, and straight is Grand Bassam. Towards the right, what you can see is the Gulf of Guinea flowing along, which is the part of Eastern Tropical Atlantic Ocean. The Gulf of Guinea is a growing source of oil, cocoa, and metals to the world market. This stretch of West Africa's coast spans more than a dozen countries. Ivory Coast is also known as Côte d'Ivoire and is on the south coast of West Africa. It's a French speaking country. And towards the south of the country is the Atlantic Ocean, which is visible over here. Other sides borders with Guinea, Liberia, Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana. When the French and Portuguese traders came here to explore this region, they have divided this coastline into four coasts: Grain Coast, Gold Coast, Slave Coast, and the Ivory Trade Coast. Liberia was said to be the Grain Coast area, Ghana was the Gold Coast, Togo, Benin, Nigeria was the Slave Coast. Ivory Coast, obviously, as the name says, was the Ivory Trade Coast. This is the southern part where you see little bit of plantations over here. This route has not much, but if we take another route, you get to see lots and lots of plantations. Basically, this southern part and central part of the country has a lot of forest, national park, plantations. It's basically flat, lush green topography. Towards the west are the mountainous area, and as we go towards the north, as it approaches Mali, Burkina Faso border, the landscape turns more arid and it's like become more hotter. And this country is the largest producer of cocoa. So if ever you get a chance to visit over here, you can relish on varieties of chocolate. Especially the dark chocolates are quite yummy ones. They are chocolates with 70% cocoa, 80% cocoa, 90% cocoa. All these are my personal favorites. But the homemade dark chocolates are far, far better, I feel. And for seafood lovers, it's really a heaven. I was more than happy to find salmons over here. You can find local salmons as well as the exotic ones. My favorite is the local one because I feel it may be more fresh and it's more easily available. You find it every time available in the supermarkets or in the market. Exotic ones you have to wait, sometimes you find it or most of the time you won't. And if you're a vegetarian, you need not worry at all. Still, it's going to be a very amazing place. You get lots and lots of fruits and vegetables over here. All are fresh and grown locally. Mango you get throughout the year. Pineapple, the sweetest pineapple you get over here. Avocado, the best quality avocado. Mandarins are available everywhere. Sour soup, papaya, guava, watermelon. Everything is locally grown over here and you get everywhere in abundance. And trust me, you need not worry about artificial ripening. It's all naturally ripened fruits. And in supermarket, actually you get entire stuff from the exotic to the local varieties, but the ripening process may differ a bit. 70% of the land of this country is agricultural. So it is the third largest producer of yam, 14th largest producer of tapioca, and 8th largest producer of plantain. So you can enjoy chips, banana chips over here. Then peanuts you get a lot over here. Cashew nut, third largest producer of cashew nut. So, a lot of Indians visit over here, do the procurement for 6 months of cashew nuts, and leave the country. So, next year again they come for 6 months, do the procurement, and leave. Other things, rice, cocoa, sugarcane, banana, cotton, coffee, etc., are highly grown over here. And this country is among the world's largest exporter of coffee, cocoa beans, and palm oil. And from this you can make out the food habits of the people. The food habits usually depends upon the commonly available produces grown in the country. So whatever I mentioned uh, are largely consumed by the people over here. Talking about the people, they are very soft spoken. That is the first thing I noticed. There are a lot many good things to talk about them, which I'll be discussing in some other videos. Now we are entering Grand Bassam town, and on the side you can see a lot of vendors, that is the fruit vendors. And from here, if you get fruits, you get it at lesser price compared to that available in Abidjan city. Grand Bassam is also known as resort town. This town is now hot tourist destination due to its Atlantic coastline beaches. And it was a French capital city from 1893 to 1896. After that, a pandemic occurred of yellow fever in Grand Bassam, and the administration was transferred from Grand Bassam to nearby place called Bingerville. Until 1930, it was a main seaport area. If you see side some vendors over there, you can notice small vendors are there. So many Indians prefer to buy coconut oil from here. A lagoon divides Grand Bassam into two, the Asia Bassam and the Nouveau Bassam. In the Asia Bassam, that is the old Bassam, there's a lot of empty fading French houses. So it gets an aura of ghost town. But some of the grandeur colonial buildings are restored. Nouveau Bassam, the new Bassam, this part grew from the African servant quarters and is now the main commercial center of the town. Along with tourist destination, this town also grew as craft center. This is the urban dispensary. As I told you earlier, there is another route. If you take that route, you can find lot of shops with African handicrafts on both sides of the road. This particular route has many resorts, and since we were very frequent with Assam Beach Resort, we are coming here, and moreover we are coming alone without our chauffeur. Since it's a weekend, he has a holiday, so we were a bit hesitant, particularly my husband was a bit hesitant to take me uh, here, but we drove, and as you see, it was a happy drive, it was a peaceful drive, so we didn't encounter any difficulty. We are entering the resort. Now you can see the view. This is the entrance, and both the side there is a parking. And those are the cottages which you can see. Every time you come here, you'll find this guy. I like him a lot, and whenever I return, I hand over some amount to him, and then the smile, the satisfaction you should see on his face. It's really worth. The destination video will be different with the inside view, so kindly wait for that. Thank you.